Now we're in a new year. We can look back and see what the most played games on PS5 and PS4 were in 2025 in the United States. And Push Square brings us this article, and there's no surprise here at all. You could probably all have guessed these. Matt Piscatella at Circana brought us the news here, and number one is Fortnite. By the way, this might be unpopular with some of you, but Fortnite needs to die. It's just so bad for the gaming industry, honestly. Roblox as well. Get rid of it. Just go, be gone. Then we've got Call of Duty. It'll be interesting to see how Call of Duty is at the end of 2026, given the most recent Black Ops game has been an absolute car crash. GTA 5, that will maybe slip down as well, ever so slightly, if GTA 6 does arrive this year. Roblox, jeez, it's just so bad. And then Minecraft. Minecraft is just, I guess, eternal. It's going to be about forever, isn't it? This doesn't surprise me. It is a bit of a shame. Um, I would like to see something else appearing in here. So there we go. It was the same list for 2024 as 2025. What? Jeez, oh, that's the. I guess these are technically all the kind of forever games. So that will be GTA Online, I would imagine. Call of Duty will be like Warzone. Forever games in general probably need to die. That would be a good thing maybe for the gaming industry. People could then just go and actually have a bespoke experience, play the game end to end, finish it, and then move on to something else. I mean, Fortnite as well, like some of the tactics for the way they selling all their skins and all that to younger gamers, and it's just an absolute rip-off. I just, no. I used to really enjoy Fortnite. I actually have probably got about 2,000 hours on it on my PS4, and I saw the error of my ways, and I've not touched it in years. I'm just not a fan. No thanks. But is this a surprise to anyone? Not a surprise to me. They have also mentioned here Black Ops 7 struggled in terms of sales, at least by Call of Duty standards, but clearly wasn't enough to drag the property's overall popularity down. It was just released at the end of the year, though, so I doubt it would have too much an impact on the full year. And I think Warzone's probably quite insulated from Black Ops 7. It'll be interesting to see next year if this maybe changes. We've had some big successes this year. Battlefield 6 was doing really well. I've heard it's dropped a lot of its player base. It's down something like 80% since launch, which is not good. So who knows how that will pan out. And then you've got Arc Raiders, which is supposedly holding on to its player base and doing really, really well. Maybe they will break into the top five next year. I think it would be cool. It's time for a change, time for a refresh. I think all of these need to go out the top five, and we need something new up here. And in particular, get some actual games up here that are not forever games, that are just designed to leech money off you through microtransactions. That would be nice for 2026. Let's make it happen, people. So if you're listening and you play any of these, stop playing them. Just let's play something else. Go and, don't know, sound off what people should play instead in 2026. Let's get a list on the go. But yeah, I wonder if these results are different globally. This is in the US. I can't imagine it is much different at all. The only thing that I think could maybe change it, could EAFC potentially push into the top five if it was globally, because football is just like the biggest sport in the world. Soccer, as our United States friends call it, where it's not big in the US really at all. But I could see maybe that could push in there. That's the only thing I could think of that would be different. Let me know if you have any other ideas on that one. But 2024 and 2025, people are still playing the same games. Another thing that might factor into why these games are still here is the free to play elements in, for example, Fortnite and Call of Duty Warzone, Roblox, and then these are heavily monetized via microtransactions absolutely everywhere. Maybe that does also factor into it because, the economy isn't doing well. People don't have as much money to spend. So these do seem like an initial, much smaller outlay versus buying a $70 game or, for example, like Mario Kart World was like nearly 80. So that's a lot of money. However, I would say just err on caution. Have a look at what you've spent on Fortnite and Call of Duty Warzone skins. I mean, some of the like epic or legendary skins or whatever they're called these days, it's like £20 or $20 for a skin. You'd be surprised you end up buying all these and buying like V-Bucks cards and Call of Duty coins and stuff like this. And before you know it, you've spent way more than, like a $70 or $50 or $60 game. That's why I say if you buy physical games as well, you can usually pick up the newer games much cheaper at launch versus, the digital storefronts, which keep the prices a lot higher for a lot longer. So that would be interesting. Go and check out how much money you've spent on these games, and then cry into your cereal that you've spent like $1,000 on Fortnite V-Buck skins and have not a lot to show for it. Yeah, let's see what happens in 2026, people.